Hello all and welcome to Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, October 10th. My name is Randy Crebs, Executive Goal Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You'll definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Emerald Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Dad. Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's webinar. I'm really excited to go through the content we have prepared for you tonight. And I want to welcome all of our brand new people that are on the webinar for the very first time. Congratulations on investing in your health and your financial future. You are in for quite a treat with your USANA business. And I can just tell you over the last 11 years, it's been the biggest blessing. It's been the best financial health decision that I've ever made. And it's also impacted our life in every way, including spiritually. I mean, this business has been so phenomenal. I love what we do, and I'm excited for all of you who are on for the very first time. So to start, I just want to remind you of our team DMO. If you do these three things, you're going to be successful every single day. Try and do these three things. Don't try, do them, and you will be successful. Number one, use the products every day, AM and PM. Number two, do your 2-2-2 for the day. That's 2 new prospecting conversations, 2 follow-ups with prospects on the fence, and 2 calls to existing team members or clients. And then number 3 is 15 minutes of personal development material each day, listening to audios, reading books, or being on webinars. Those 3 things really impact every aspect of your business. And we have people who work full-time jobs. They still do these 3 things every day. You can do this in about an hour a day and have a very successful business. And so before we get into the training, I want to start with our team recognition. And we want to, first of all, welcome our new clients that have just started with our team in the past week. Want to start by welcoming Shelly Stoker, new client introduced by myself and my wife, Crystal. Shelly's actually a friend from high school, and we reconnected on Facebook, and she became a client this week. Welcome, Shelly. Welcome, Margot Carmichael, new client introduced by Karen Stewart. We don't have Margot's picture. We will add that next week. And also welcome to the new associates that just started with our team in this past week. I'd like to welcome Bonnie Thornton from Saratoga Springs, Utah, new associate introduced by Viola and Randy Crebs. And I understand we have Bonnie on the line. Dad, could you unmute Bonnie, please? Hi, Bonnie. Welcome to the team.
Oh, thank you.
So tell us a
me?
little bit about yourself. How did you find USANA, and what attracted you to start your business?
Well, been a friend of Viola's for a long time. We used to work together at the hospital, and we just met for lunch one day, and she started telling me all about it and what success that she's had. And I've been into vitamins for a long, long time. That's what's kept me so healthy.
Oh, awesome.
USANA is new. My daughter actually has been taking the vitamins through a friend that gives them to her, so she's excited about it too.
Oh, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Well, you're in great hands with Viola and Randy Crebs. They are very well respected in the company. They just made it to the executive level again, requalified for the year. And I mean, very few people make that. So you seriously have the right people to follow. I do exactly what they say to do, and you're going to be in great shape.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. And lastly, what are you most excited about right now with your USANA business?
Well, I just like the idea that they're water soluble, and that just reading up on all of it in the book and everything. So I just want to stay healthy.
Oh, yeah. Your health is your greatest wealth.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome, Bonnie. Well, welcome to the team. I'm excited for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Talk to you later. Look forward to meeting you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Also, welcome Sally Pessin from Puyallup, Washington. New associate introduced by Cheryl Nelson. Wow, Shelly, I love your jacket. It's so cool. Welcome to the team. You're in great hands with Cheryl Nelson and Karen Stewart. I'm sorry I may not have said your name correctly, but I am excited to talk to you and meet you, especially at one of our big events coming up soon. Also, welcome Tracy Myers from San Antonio, Texas, newest associate introduced by Carmen and Byron Olaya. Welcome, Tracy. Excited. Tracy and his son, Wendy from Indonesia, pictured there. They both lost 5 pounds in their first 7 days on the My Smart Start, and they've continued on, and now they're probably still losing weight. I want to talk to them again, but they're also associates, and we're really proud of them. Welcome, Tracy and Wendy and family. All right, so now we're going to get into some big rank advancement announcements. Let's go ahead and recognize, first of all, Lifetime Premier Platinum Pace Setter, Stephanie Giles. Stephanie, are you on the line? Dad, do we have Stephanie on the line tonight? We may not have her. If you're able to unmute yourself, Stephanie, let me know.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, I think my computer finally worked.
Awesome. So not all the team knows what Premier Platinum Pace Setter means, but I'm just going to explain it in a nutshell. You have to enroll 4 associates that purchase a combination of 1,600 points collectively, and that's quite a feat. And you have to do that within your first 56 days in the company. When you do that, you qualify for a lifetime matching bonus on all of the platinums that you create for the rest of your career. It can be a very lucrative bonus if you're very good at creating leaders, which I expect you to be, Stephanie Giles. So big congratulations. Tell the team a little bit about the obstacles you had to overcome to accomplish this in your first 2 months.
Well, I lost a week. Well, I guess I didn't really lose a week. There was the week of convention, which was awesome. And then I had a week where I was completely sick in bed and couldn't get up. And then I have school that I'm going to, and I have one daughter in cross country that I'm running around, another daughter in marching band that I'm running around, and I volunteer with the junior high band and just church and everything. I have a lot of things going on, but I had to stay focused and kept going.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you had about 5,000 different excuses not to go platinum.
Yeah.
And you did it anyway. So what's your driving force? Share with me and the team what keeps you going.
Mostly just I want better health for me and my family, and that's what keeps me going at this point.
It's a great reason. It's a great why to stay on the products.
Yes.
And lastly, do you have any advice for the team members listening? You know, some are very brand new. It's like their first day in the company. Some have been in for a while and they want to just learn everything they can. What's some advice you can give to the associates on our team?
As I say, being positive, even when you get lots of no's and rejections. I know I've listened a lot to Jim Rohn and Eric War, the GoPro guy, and they say a lot that I think it was Jim Rohn said that you just keep competing and you keep going, and for every no, you're going to get like 7 no's for every yes or more, and so the statistics is like 3 out of every 10, and so he said just use that as your motivation and keep going. He said he used the goal to just keep seeing how many no's he could get because he knew he'd eventually get yeses, so he didn't care how many no's he got. So I just kind of keep telling myself that no matter how many no's I get, I'm going to get yeses. And you know what? At least I'm weeding out with the no's, and at least I made a contact, and I'm still can't rule them out. There may be an option in the future.
Wow. I love that. Really well said. I heard this quote this past week. The yeses will build your bank account, but the no's will build your character.
Yes, I believe that.
Right. Well, you definitely have a lot of character, Stephanie, and you're also getting yeses. So congratulations. Thank you for all you
Thanks.
do for the team. Thank you for being committed. Thank you for leading by example. Thank you for always registering for all the events and being the first one to do it. And thank you for inspiring us all. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, so now let's go to some special recognition. Big congratulations to number 2 U.S. Gold Directors, top earning U.S. Gold Directors in the United States this week, Randy and Viola Krebs, who recently just completed their second executive run. They're now qualified to be executive gold directors for the next calendar year. They're going to be recognized on all the big stages. They're going to have all the exclusive executive benefits, including access to the executive room and the home office in USANA corporate, which I know my dad loves because I have free Rev 3 in there and bars. But it's also a beautiful office, and mom and dad have done such an amazing job. In fact, I want to bring you on the line. Mom and Dad, could you please come on and just share with the team a little bit about your executive run? What drives you at this point to keep building and keep sharing USANA? Because I know you guys are doing great financially prior to USANA, and you still continue to build USANA and help others, and that really inspires me. So, Mom and Dad, are you there?
Your mom's here. Your dad's with the baby upstairs. So
Okay.
Currently we are watching grandkids, but yeah, it's, I think what motivates me and your dad to keep going is the life that we've created through all these 11 years with USANA. Our health has never been better, and I can't even imagine going backward. And just the way that we've been able to create our lifestyle. We pretty much can choose what we do with our time. We schedule our morning hikes, and we can do that, and then helping others to achieve their goals. I mean, we've got so much experience under our belt. I think the leadership that we've learned, and we're still learning, just I can't really even imagine ever stopping doing this and stopping to quit learning. So I'm just really excited to be executive again. Like you said, there's a lot of really good benefits that come with that. And the 13 weeks, really, as you get more solid, is not, you do have to stay focused towards the end. A couple of weeks we had to really focus and put a little bit more work and effort in. But, with that being said, it's just worth it to just keep going. It's so satisfying to have that. And obviously we couldn't have done it without the team, because we've got a wonderful team that we get to work with.
Awesome. Thank you, Mom. I completely agree. You have a wonderful team. I'm very proud of you and Dad. It just makes me smile to think about how happy you guys are, how great your life is, and that, you both just turned 60, and it's just like you're so young and youthful and vibrant. And I kind of feel like it's because you have your USANA business that keeps you mentally focused, keeps you healthy, keeps you happy, keeps you learning, keeps you growing. Do you feel like that?
I do. In fact, it's just kind of funny that, at convention we always get this, but at convention, people come up to me and they say, I just feel like, and it's USANA people that are in USANA say, I feel like you're getting younger. And it's like, I'm not even doing anything special. I'm just focusing on health and just learning every day different aspects of health. And to me, I'm very passionate about that part. And then just the business keeps us, I think, mentally sharp, because you have something that you're always thinking about. You're always working on yourself. It's just a beautiful thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, big congratulations to you and Dad. It's quite an accomplishment. It takes motivation to get there, but it takes consistency to stay there and discipline to stay there. And congratulations on staying there. That's a big deal.
Well, thank you, Jared, and thank you for all your help too. We've got great leadership in you, and it's just so much fun working with family and a great leader like yourself.
Oh, thank you, Mom. All right. Love you. Talk to you soon.
All righty.
All right. Big congratulations to Stephanie Giles, number 4 in the United States market on top associate sponsors. Wow. Stephanie, you are killing it. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work. Big congratulations to Renee and Megan Martinez, number 50 top associate sponsors in the United States market. Way to go, Renee. I'd like to bring Renee on the line for a moment as well. Dad, could you unmute Renee? His phone number is 210-244. Renee, are you there?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Jared?
Congratulations on being on the top associate sponsor list.
Man, thank you. I'm excited every time I see my name on there, and even more excited whenever I see teammates on there that I'm building up and all that stuff. So yeah, it's definitely nice.
Awesome. You have a tip for the team before we move on? Just any inspiration or what's working for you right now?
And I guess the only thing that I think about day in and day out is my why. And your why is what's going to keep you going. What's going to keep you motivated. I mean, there's times that everybody doesn't want to do something. You want to just relax. You want to do this. You want to do that, and you just got to remember your why you started the whole journey. And I'm definitely not the kind of guy that's going to quit on anything, much less a business that I started. So I just have to think about my why all the time.
Ooh, I love that. And what is your why?
My why is definitely to be like you and your mom and dad, where I can walk away from my full-time job, which I'm here right now, listening on my headphones, walk away from my full-time job and be able to do my USANA business full-time.
I love it.
So anytime there's any kind of personal development, which I've been doing a lot of that. We've gone to every single event this year that we've been talking about on the webinars. We've gone to Vegas, we've gone to Salt Lake City, we've gone to Challenge You at the beginning of the year. We've been going to all these Super Saturdays that are, I mean, all that stuff. All it does is motivate you, and it makes you realize that your why is definitely achievable.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Well, thank you, Renee. Thanks for sharing your why, and thanks for doing a great job for the team. We really appreciate you and all you do for everyone and who you are for our team. It's very beautiful, man. I love working with you, and just really appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't stop, won't stop. That's what's up.
Awesome. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Big congratulations to Tony and Claudia Zacharias, also numbered 50 in the United States last week in top associate enrollers. I'm not sure if Claudia is on the line. I don't know, Dad, if you see Justin Zacharias or Tony or Claudia Zacharias' name. If they are, I'd love to hear from them. Or Claudia, send me a text and I can bring you on at the end. But big congratulations. I know that Tony and Claudia are very focused on building their business and getting it to a full-time income. And they have the USANA vision, and it's just great. We spent a Saturday evening with them at their home and did a training. It's just, I can't wait for them to keep growing. Claudia just texted that she's here. I don't know what number you called in from, Claudia. It's 830-783. Dad, could you unmute 830-783? 9103.
Actually, it's me. It's Justin, but my parents. I don't know if they've called in yet.
Oh, okay. We'll bring them on at the end because we need to get into the training, but big congratulations. Justin, can you just say, oh, there you are. Tony and Claudia.
Hi, Jared.
Hey, congratulations.
How are you?
Congratulations on all your success so far. Tell the team what's driving you with your USANA business. What's your why?
Well, my why is that I don't want to be doing construction work with my husband.
Okay.
And I love USANA a lot.
Me too.
I love it. Hey, sometimes there's things that motivate you or the things you don't want, right?
Yes, for sure. Hard work.
Right? No, I hear you. That's my why is I don't want to go back to the income level I was at when I was a guitar teacher, and that's what keeps me going strong. So I totally understand.
I get it.
But big congratulations on your success so far, and I'm excited to be working with you and your family.
Thank you. We love working with you. We love working with Renee. We love our team. It's all positive, and we just love it.
Awesome. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right. And big congratulations to Randy and Viola Krebs, also top 50 associate sponsors in the United States last week. So much success on our team. It's like, man, we'd be here all day doing interviews. But I'm really proud of each one of you who got recognized this past week. And keep up the great work, Mom and Dad. It's so exciting to see you guys and the great leaders that you are. Special announcements. The track WAPnWin, we're in week 6. And right now, Stephanie Giles is in first place, followed closely behind by Carlos Gomez, and then Renee and Megan and Carmen and Byron are tied at 46. Big congratulations to everybody who's on this list because it takes a lot of consistency. We're officially at the halfway mark. I guess it's a 13-week competition, so this is week 7 is the halfway point. And if you're watching for the first time and you're wondering what this is basically a competition, and it's all based around the GoPro event that's in Las Vegas, December 1st through the 4th. And the people who win can get cash towards going to this event. How it works is you get as many points as possible, and you get points for making your binder, registering for GoPro, having a rank advancement, turning in your weekly action plan, turning in your DMO tracker. You get points for enrolling new associates, new clients. And when you get points, basically the person with the most points is going to win $200. Second place is $125. Third place is $75. But wait, there's more. If you're going to Las Vegas, the prize is double. So first place is $400, second place is $250, and third place is $150. We always like to give out cash for the people that are really following the system and sticking to it exactly, because not only is their business going to grow more, but they're going to win this extra cash. But again, it's mostly about their business. And we want to incentivize people to have the right behaviors. And it's about consistency, not perfection. So big congratulations to everyone who's playing. And if you want to participate, please contact your sponsor or myself or my parents, and we can add you to the private group that's playing. And we usually do these contests every quarter. So we'll have more coming, but you can start playing now and still get in the running. Beast mode on. Congratulations to everybody who's participating. Just a friendly reminder, when you enroll a new client, make sure you add them to the USANA clients page. Make a post, make them feel special and important. When you enroll a new associate, please make sure you add them to the Deemed DSI page. Make them feel special and important and make a post. Also, everyone, please comment. I've noticed everyone's been commenting. I'm really thankful to everyone to do that. This is an example of people who are welcoming Jacob, our new associate. And it really makes the big difference when people send these welcome posts and when you say welcome to the person. So I want to encourage you to please keep doing that. And then lastly, when you enroll a new associate, please add them to Hybrid Solutions. You add them here. And Hybrid Solutions is also a USANA group, but it's associates only. And this is USANA associates from all over the world. Okay, so the other two pages are our team only, but this is like a much bigger group. So and then if you need a product story, you can actually go here and search the Hybrid Solutions page and find lots of great resources. Now, before we begin, Challenge U is coming up in January, and today is the last day to get the discounted ticket price. Now, the law of environment states that when you're in an environment with leaders, your income goes up. You become a leader. And so you want to put yourself in these environments as much as possible. And when you go to the Challenge U webpage, again, write this down or take a screenshot, challengeuevents.com. This is the webpage you need to go to get registered. And you click on register right here. And then you have to choose between the San Antonio Challenge U, which is January 12th through the 14th, or the Salt Lake City Challenge U, which is January 26th through the 28th. Now, if you click on the San Antonio Challenge U, you're going to go to this page and you'll see that the price is $99, which expires tonight. And if you don't get it tonight, then it goes up to $129. Obviously, it's best to save $30, especially if you're in the San Antonio area. But if you're not in San Antonio, I recommend you fly down here and you spend a weekend with us on the Riverwalk, and you come to this event, that we have people literally flying in from all over the country to attend this event. The fact that it's in our backyard, you can actually, I guess you could choose Salt Lake City or San Antonio, but San Antonio is going to be awesome. We're all going to be there in our local market, and then we'll have people flying in from out of town as well. Now, you also have an option to go to Salt Lake City, January 26th through the 28th. And if you choose Salt Lake City, then it's actually $20 cheaper. The reason is because it's at the USANA home office. So you can actually take a tour of the USANA office when you go there as well. But either one of these events is going to be good. And the best thing about it is you're learning from six-figure earners, $1 Million Club members, how they built their business. You want to take notes. You want to be there. You want to, ask them questions, pick their brains, because this is literally how you get the knowledge and skill to build your business. There's nothing more important than events. And this event actually is really, I guess you could say, cost effective compared to how much you have to spend to go to other events. So this is really a cheap price to go to an event. You get a whole lot for your money. So I want to encourage you tonight to get online and get your ticket for either Salt Lake City or San Antonio Challenge U, and make sure you go to challengeuevents.com. And I'm really proud of Renee and Megan Martinez. They already have their tickets. Me and my wife, Crystal, already have our tickets. Shay and Matthew Huggins already have their tickets. Lillian Galdiano and Mike Tello already have their tickets. I'm sure that a lot more have their tickets I don't even know about. But want to encourage you to get your tickets. We're going to be calling everyone tonight about it as well after the webinar. Okay, so we're going to take a 5-second break for just for editing purposes, and then I'm going to go ahead and start with the training. We have a really good training for you guys on the Invaluable Laws of Growth and Leadership. Hello, my name is Jared Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal, and our dog, Tasia. We live in San Antonio, Texas. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI. And today's training is about the first 7 laws. Now, this is a book called the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. It's John C. Maxwell's latest book. And live them and reach your full potential. So this book actually just was promoted in a 2-day seminar in Atlanta. And the people who went got to see this live, but they had an option for people who weren't going to Atlanta to stream it online. And it was $67. And so myself and my parents and Crystal, we invested actually separately. We both got our own online pass, and we watched this webinar, and oh my goodness, like it is blowing my mind, like so many amazing things. I highly suggest you get this book. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it online. You can find it at bookstores. But not only get it, but read it and start applying these to your life. And I want to basically do this training on the first 7 laws. We'll do next week's webinar on the last 8 laws to complete the 15. But there's so much that I got from watching this online webinar, or I guess you could call it live stream, that I wanted to share this stuff with you. So I'm just going to basically be talking about, I'm sorry, we got some echo there. I'm going to be talking about these 7 laws from my perspective, just, in my years building USANA, and then also some of the notes that I wrote down and the things that I learned from watching the live stream. So before we start, John C. Maxwell kind of opened the day, and he started by saying what growth is. Now, growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow is going to get better. Sometimes people think, oh, geez, when I'm, older, I'll be making more money and life will be better. Not necessarily. Without growth, life is not going to get better. It's the only guarantee that tomorrow is going to get better. Many times people make money and they lose the money. So it's about growing and having those skills. But growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow is going to get better. Growth means change, and that's a good thing. Growth means change. When we're starting our business, it's kind of like you have to give up to go up, and growth and change go together. A lot of times I had to learn and then unlearn and relearn in my business, and that's something that's all about change. I feel like we're constantly changing in this business, but that's good. That keeps you sharp. If you're not growing, you're dying. Number 3, growth conscious versus goal conscious. Now, I want to actually show you a slide about this. And this growth conscious versus goal conscious really kind of sums it up. For many years, I was goal conscious, which is focusing on the destination you see on the left. So being goal conscious motivates people. Goals are seasonal. Goals challenge people. And when the goal is reached, we plateau. And I've definitely been goal conscious in my life. Now, growth conscious is somebody who can keep going. The growth conscious person focuses on the journey, not the destination. The growth conscious person becomes mature. Instead of just being motivated, it actually matures you into a better person. Growth is lifelong. Goals are seasonal. Growth changes people instead of just challenging people. It actually changes people. And when the goal is reached, we keep growing if we're growth conscious. So I want to encourage you to be growth conscious and really focus on the journey, focus on maturing and growing lifelong. I can tell you that all the rewards of this 11-year journey in my business has been growth conscious. It's on the journey. Like everything that's great has come from the person I've become, not necessarily the seasonal goals that I achieved along the way. So yeah, that's a really, really good one. Lastly, growth is joy. There's a lot of joy in growing all the time. I think you can see that well in my parents. They're constantly growing. It's not always easy, but it's definitely growth precedes greatness. Write this down. I hope you have a pen and paper if you're listening, because these are actually the best of my notes from this. And so if you hear something right now and it really hits you, like it strikes home and rings true for you, I want you to write it down. And I want to challenge you and ask you to support the team by posting whatever you hear tonight. Maybe make a post in our Team DSI page of what you wrote down and what stood out to you. All right, so let's get into the 7 laws. The first law is the law of the mirror. And when I was listening about the law of the mirror, this gentleman, Jason Bournet, came out. He's a multiple 6-figure earner in network marketing. And he says that you have to see value in yourself to add value to yourself. And that just makes so much sense to me. You have to see yourself as successful if you're going to have success. That picture of a cat looking into a mirror, but in the reflection it sees a lion. That's how you have to see yourself. But in the beginning, it's hard. I know that in the beginning for me, I didn't see myself as some great leader. I was kind of just an immature young man, really in my 20s. And I had to learn how to see myself as a leader. And it doesn't matter if you graduated from Yale or jail. It doesn't matter if you came from Penn State or the state pen. And it doesn't matter if you come from the White House or the outhouse. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, tall, skinny, or small. You can be successful in this. So the main thing is that you got to believe in yourself. I know that I had to get I still have to believe in myself. I still have to believe I can do this right. And it's all about getting you right first. And the self-image, taking action behind the dream. So how can you do that? How can you actually improve how you see yourself? Well, I know for me, I've dove into books. Reading books. That's one of the keys. Listening to audios, being on webinars, attending events, taking steps, and then learning how to see others that way. Mining for gold in people. Believe in people until they believe in themselves more. So one of the steps you can take to increase your self-image is to throw away your TV. Me personally, I watch very little TV. And, social media is the new TV. Now people just are on their phones, they're on Facebook, they're on, all the social media sites. Now that's okay if it's making you money, like if there's some strategic things you're doing, but if you're just there vegging on social media all day long, that's the new TV. So you have to take some steps and then change your starting 5. And this one that really hit me. Your starting 5, have you ever heard that statement, the people you spend the most time with is who you become? Well, I always thought to myself, the people I spend the most time with, I don't spend that much time with people. You know, I might go to a mixer and spend a couple hours with people at the home event. You know, obviously I'm with my wife. We do a lot of quality time, but I don't spend a lot of time with people. And then it hit me. I spend time with my phone. I spend a ton of time with my phone. And I spend so much time with my phone that I've got to make sure that I'm putting positive information into my mind. Instead of spending time on like ESPN.com, I have to be listening to John Maxwell or watching John Maxwell videos. Instead of spending time on social media, I've got to be listening to audiobooks. I've got to be really intentional about the people I'm spending the time with. I spend time with John Maxwell now. I spend time with the Pajama Bosses now. I spend time with Simon Chan now. These are leaders in our industry. So I want you to really look at where you're spending your time and change that. That's going to help with your self-image. Change your image of people and they will change your world. Your world will change. When you change your image and when you change your self-image of yourself and others, your entire world will change. Money will come to you, business partners will come to you, everything. So the law of the mirror is really important. It doesn't happen overnight, but you can take steps starting with tonight. Okay, so now we'll go to number 2 law, and this is the law of awareness. So the law of awareness basically states that you know, do you know what you would like to do? Do you know why you want to do what you'd like to do? You know, so what's your purpose behind network marketing? You know, network marketing in USANA, that's your vehicle to pay your bills. It's your vehicle to live and to give. But what is your purpose? You know, some people's purpose is their family. Some people's purpose is to pay off all their debt and to give to society, impact others in a positive way. What is your why? I think many of you guys know my why, which my why is to maintain and grow and not go back to where I was before with our income, et cetera, et cetera. That's really what keeps me going. But my deeper why is enlightenment, you know, to become one with God, to be able to grow and evolve at the highest level. I just got a text that the audio is gone. Dad, do you hear me okay? Or Mom? Text me if you guys hear me okay. But if money was no object, what would you do? You know, where would you give your time? So really know and be aware of your why. And I want to suggest you get accountability partners. You know, on this team and Team DSI, we have a lot of great people here. And accountability is key. Accountability plus action plus time. So there's nothing like seeing your reason why in action. And I want to encourage you guys to really know your why and keep that law of awareness. Okay, so everybody hears me loud and clear. I'm getting lots of texts. Thanks everyone for your responses. All right, so let's go to the law of intentionality. This is law number 3. And so this, when I was watching on this, Stephen Pasha Carter walked out. And they're super well respected. Well, all of them are super well respected in the industry. And I actually don't know who they were prior, but man, this couple is just such a great power couple. Now, the law of intentionality, check this out, write this down. If you want a testimony, you have to take the test. If you want a business testimony, you have to take the test of time with your business. If you want a health testimony, you have to take your products and take the test of time staying on your products. But you have to pass the test if you want a testimony. So, you know, the starting point in network marketing is optimism and belief, right? Like when you start in your business and everyone who starts, they're so excited and, you know, they have all this optimism and they believe. But if you're not succeeding, what's your IQ level? And that's your I quit level. What's the level that you're not going to be able to take it anymore? And that's really what you want to you want to have a very high IQ I quit level so that nothing can stop you from quitting. But I'm trying to find out when I enroll someone, what's their I quit level? How much can they take? How much are they going to persevere through the challenges? Because that's inevitable. You're going to have to overcome challenges. So there's 3 things that I have to be intentional about. And this is the law of intentionality. So if you want to know the 3 things that you have to be intentional about, and so do I. Number one is getting clients. Number two is getting associates, getting a team of associates. And number three is teaching my associates how to do steps 1 and 2. Those are the 3 things that I have to be intentional about and you have to be intentional about. Getting clients, getting a team of associates, and teaching the associates how to do steps 1 and 2. And I just want to put this in your ears. If being who you are now could get you what you want, you would already have it. If you want to make 6 figures and you don't have it right now, you got to change, because who you are right now is worth the income you have right now. I know that doesn't sound like very nice, but it's true. And for me too, if I want to become a diamond director, if being who I am now could get me there, I'd already be a diamond director. So I have to change. I have to keep growing. And so that's just it. If write this down, if being who you are now could get you what you want, you'd already have it. So obviously we have to change to be someone different, to have something different. Now, keep your ethics, okay? I'm not telling you not to change, your ethics or any, your morals or nothing like that. It's more about changing habits, changing how you view things, but you have to change. Keep your ethics, but you have to change. All right, so the yeses will build your bank account, but the nos will build your character. And obviously, that is so true. Everybody on this webinar has received lots of no's. And if you want to keep building your character to the point where you are just unstoppable and worth a 6-figure income and beyond, then just keep getting more no's, because you're going to get yeses along the way. The yeses are going to build your bank account. But I got no's today. I want to encourage you to get more no's. Finding and developing leaders. Okay, so basically, that is what the name of the game is. You have to be able to find and develop leaders. When you're a giraffe and you're surrounded by turtles, it's really hard, because the giraffe has a long neck and can see everything and can see the vision, but you can't change a turtle. So make sure that if you sign up someone and they're not keeping their words, they're not doing their part, let them just be a client right now. Love them, but go and find the other drafts and make sure you train the drafts and work with the drafts with their prospects and keep sowing into the drafts so you have a bunch of drafts. And you need turtles too, but don't spend your time with the turtles. Let the turtles just kind of be there, be happy, be grateful for everything that they do, and let them be clients and just use the products. Okay, so this industry is the great equalizer. It starts with you. Lastly, and this is not a law in the book, but the law of diminishing intent states that every day you think about something, the intention diminishes. So if you think about calling someone, call them right now. Don't wait and call them tomorrow or tonight. Call them right now. That's the law of diminishing intent. When you think about doing something, make sure you do it right away. Okay, moving on. The law of consistency, part 1. Now, the reason why I say part 1 is because there was 2 speakers. Becky Bursell came out and she basically just shared how she was not consistent for her first 2 years in her business. And, consistency, the best way I can put it is take a penny and double it every other day, or take a penny and double it daily. Okay, so think of your business like this. Like if you do your business every other day, if you're inviting new people every other day versus you're inviting people every single day, think about that like a penny. If you take a penny and you double it every other day for 30 days, you have $300, okay? But if you take a penny and you double it daily, every day for 30 days, you have $10 million. You see how important it is to be consistent? So motivation keeps you going, but consistency keeps you growing. And that's the other thing, okay? So you might be motivated to start your business, but consistency is going to keep you there. And what I loved what she said her business is like a kid. She says she has 4 kids. She has 3 actual kids, and then she treats her business like a kid. And she doesn't love any one of the kids more than the other. In other words, she doesn't think of it like this. If you have a USANA night on Thursday night, that's like your kid. USANA's like your kid that night. You might have to be at, one kid's recital on Wednesday and another kid's basketball game on Friday, but your USANA business is like a kid too. And so you have to treat them all equally. But guess what? She says, the business, the network marketing, her business allows her to fund her other kids. So I really liked how she talked about that. And the law of sacrifice, you have to give up to go up. Many times the reason why we don't do the business is the reason we need to do the business, i.e. all your kids' events, or all these things that you want to do to have freedom that you have to give up right now. So I'm not telling you not to go to your kids' events, but treat your business like a kid as well. Don't ignore your kid like a kid you don't want, So that's one of the laws of consistency. And then she has 5 things she has her team do daily. Share. Number 1, share. Number 2, network. Number 3, train. Number 4, support. And number 5, review their why. You will fail many times. You have to be bad at this before you get good. Expect to be the hardest working distributor in your organization. Also expect the biggest rewards. So then it went to part 2, and John Maxwell himself came out and he spoke. And oh my gosh, I could not stop taking notes. Some of the things that he really said that I loved about consistency, he says that it's, a lot of times in our industry, we're so flashy, especially in network marketing and companies like USANA. It's like all about, the pins and the golds and the rubies and the emeralds and the diamonds and the stars and the money and the flash and the cars and the trips and all this like flash. And he says, kill the flash, kill the hype. It's not about how high you jump when you're at convention and you're all excited. It's about how straight you walk when you come down. How straight you walk that day-to-day life, how disciplined you are in getting your DMO done. You build your business on beautiful principles that will change people's lives. You can't just duplicate systems. You have to duplicate principles. That's why these John Maxwell books are so invaluable, because you're duplicating principles. Don't be in love with the bow and the paper and the flash. Your people need to see the goods on the inside. They got to see the grind. And I hope I show you the grind. I'm grinding every single week. And I know many of you are on this webinar as well. So he had to say some things about consistency. He had 4 things he said. Number 1, consistency builds your reputation. I can tell you that I have not stopped for 11 years. I have not stopped. I mean, yes, I take a day off for rest, but I might take a vacation, like to see my family once a year or twice a year, but I have not taken a week, like a month off or several weeks in a row off. Consistency builds your reputation. Anybody can be good once. Anybody can have a good year, but to have a good 2 years, to good 3 years, a good 4 years, a good 10 years. So that's something that I want you guys to really, look at with your consistency is it's going to build your reputation. The other thing, number 2 thing he had to say was consistency is a prerequisite to excellence. No one has ever been excellent at something that they didn't do consistently. And I can just tell you again, when it comes to prospecting, the reason why I know how to prospect is because I've done it year in and year out, year in and year out. That's how I'm excellent at prospecting. I want to encourage you guys to stay consistent with your prospecting so you can keep getting better. And remember, no one is good the first time. And I have to be patient sometimes with my new distributors, because I got to remember, no one is good the first time. The only way I can be excellent is to be consistent. It's going to take 2 hours per day for a year. It's one of the things his golf coach said. And he said he didn't want to pay the price in golf, so he didn't do it 2 hours a day per year in golf. But, you want to pay the price with your USANA business. That's what you're looking at, guys. Guess what? The first year, 50% leave. The second year, 50% more leave. The third year, 50% more leave. The fourth year, 50% more leave. You're left with the 7%. You want to be that 7% that stays. And that's what this is about, is you're building leaders. Everybody else can be clients. Everybody else can kind of come and go. When you have leaders that are building and building and building and building, you've created a huge income, and you have to be that leader to attract those leaders. True champions have to build 4 consistent years. You can't just build a year and take 3 months off and then try and build another year. 4 consistent years. Anyone can have a good year, but to be excellent, it has to be 4 in a row plus. Number 3 thing he said, consistency provides security to others. Consistency provides security to others. If we didn't do this webinar every Monday, I don't know if our team would be so together. but the consistency is what provides that security. And you, by being on this webinar, that provides security to your team. Okay, so consistency provides security to others. And number 4, consistency reinforces your vision and your values. All right, so again, your vision and your values, obviously, that's what you're built out of. That's what you're growing. But when you're consistent and you get to see your vision and your values come to reality, it's just awesome. So guys, it's 8:50, so we actually need to wrap up the webinar right now. We didn't get through the 7 laws, and I don't want to keep you here past the time. We have some announcements. So we're going to continue the webinar. I guess we should do maybe this in 3 parts, because this is so good stuff, and I don't want to have you guys miss out because of just time. So we're going to probably turn this into a 3-part webinar. So we're through the first 4 laws. And I want to encourage you to get this book. Get it this week. Go online. Get the John C. Maxwell 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. There's also a webinar series that he's teaching right now. And my parents have more information on that. You can actually enroll for that. It's like a 13-week course next year you can take. And so I want to close out on this training, this part of the webinar. I want to encourage you guys to really work on yourself, really work on learning these laws, reading John Maxwell, watching him on webinars, on YouTube, applying them, and not only that, but speaking them into your team, speaking them to your prospects, speaking them to your clients. You have to duplicate the philosophies just as much as you have to duplicate the systems, okay? In fact, duplicating the philosophy is probably just as important, if not more. So here's the other laws we'll talk about next week: the laws of reflection, the law of the ladder, the law of design. So those are the 3 we'll talk. We'll probably add the law of environment, which is number 8. Or no, law of environment is number 9. The law of curiosity is number 8. So we'll do another chunk of these laws next week. I want to thank you for being on the webinar. And we will talk to you on the next training about the rest of the laws. Okay, so guys, to finish off tonight's webinar, please pull out your calendar. Get ready. We've done the 2 events. There's one more in 2016, Las Vegas in December. We're going to Las Vegas, December 1st through the 4th, 7th Annual GoPro Recruiting Mastery. I cannot wait. It's going to be such a great event. It's hosted by Eric Worre, Mr. GoPro himself. Anthony Robbins is going to be there. Sir Richard Branson's going to be there. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. They only allow people to speak on stage who are making 6 figures monthly, not 6 figures per year, 6 figures monthly. Now, if you're not registered, you can still get a ticket for $300, okay? It's an investment, right? You got to fly to Vegas. You got to find roommates. You got to make a weekend out of it. But still, I mean, you want to put yourself in an environment, a super mega crazy awesome environment, you got to get to GoPro. I mean, we're talking about people who make 6 figures a month here. I mean, where do you want to go with your business, right? So the Eagles are going to be going, and I want to encourage you to go. If you haven't already gotten your ticket, contact me or my parents. We can get you one. Look at our team that's going already. Myself, my wife, Randy and Viola Krebs, Becky Armstrong, Christian Glad, Phyllis Walker, and Stephanie Giles. Really proud of you guys for going, and I want to encourage more of you to contact us and come with us to Las Vegas, December 1st through the 4th. Ladies, save the date. February 2nd through the 4th is the Sweet Retreat, and that's going to be an awesome event for women entrepreneurs. It's all USANA based. They only allow top women leaders to be speaking. And you see a picture right there of our ladies from Team DSI that they were there last year. Please contact my wife or my mother, and they can get you tickets for the Sweet Retreat. Then mark your calendars, everybody. April 6th through the 8th, we're going to San Diego, beautiful San Diego at the Hilton Bayfront. It's the U.S. National Celebration and Awards Gala. This is the United States market. All the top leaders from the United States market are there. Again, you want to be environment. You want to birds of a feather flock together. And all these events is where they go. So you got to hang with the leaders. And of course, the most important event of the year. If you go to any event all year, this is the most important one, Wednesday, August 16th through the 19th. this is the 25th annual international convention. On the 20th anniversary, they give everybody free iPads. So who knows what they might give us for the 25th. But you're hearing from Dr. Wentz, our founder. Dr. Oz has spoken at our last 5 conventions. It's the highlight of the year, international convention, August 16th through the 19th. And then mark your calendars, November 8th through the 12th, Punta Cana. We're going to Punta Cana, 5 days with your USANA family. Now, this is a trip you can actually win. And you win that by growing your business. And actually, we made a link. It's called puntacana.teamdsi.info that explains how you can win this trip. But it's all about growing your business more than you did last year. So keep growing. Make sure you opt in for Success on the Beach. You can opt in at the hub. Make sure you opt in. You have to opt in. If you win this and you didn't opt in, you literally missed a trip to Punta Cana. So make sure you opt in at the hub. All right, so Texas Associates, mark your calendars. This Thursday, October 13th, we're going to have a mixer at Health Natural Solutions. And then Saturday, October 15th, we're going to have a mixer at Ruby Perez USANA office. And then, so that's our 2 events this Thursday and Saturday in San Antonio. And then we have a special business training with Michael Callejas on November 12th. So San Antonio, mark your calendars. 3-star executive diamond director Michael Callejas is coming. And it's actually, there's only 30 tickets left. I can't believe it. 120 sold out in the first day. So if you don't have tickets, you better get on USANASA.com. It's going to be live tomorrow to buy your tickets. It's $10 per person till October 15th. It's probably going to sell out this week, though. So if you don't have tickets, make sure you get them done. And then, of course, Challenge You. We already talked about it. Mark your calendars, January 12th through the 14th. La Quinta Riverwalk for you guys in San Antonio. And then you Utah Associates, mark your calendars this week, Tuesday, October 11th. That's tomorrow. There's a Spanish Health and Freedom. And then Wednesday is going to be the John Maxwell training at the home of my parents, Randy and Viola Krebs, Executive Gold Directors. It's going to start with a mixer from 6 to 7. So, man, you're in for a great treat if you go to this training, October 12th, Wednesday, October 12th. And then Health and Freedom Thursday, October 13th. So this is a big week for you in Utah. There's something every night of the week. And so there's going to be different leaders speaking and training. So that's this at the home office, corporate office in Salt Lake City. And then also Saturday, October 15th is another John Maxwell training at my parents' house. So, wow, what an awesome week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday in Salt Lake City. You guys are killing it. I'm really proud of you. They say more meetings make more money. So keep up with the great events, Salt Lake City. And of course, the USANA home office, 26th through the 28th. If you're if you're not in San Antonio or Salt Lake City, you can choose the one you want to go to. But either one you go to, you're going to learn a ton from. And again, this is an event that normally you'd have to pay at least $300-$400 for a ticket. You're getting it for $79 or $99. So make sure you get your tickets for Challenge You. And lastly, this is a picture of the bins that I keep in the trunk of my car. We have GoPro books always. We always have GoPro audios, Power Cellular Nutrition CDs. We have newspapers. I just want to encourage you to be prepared. Be prepared at all times. You never know when you're going to need your stuff when you're out meeting with people. So be prepared. And we made it to the end of the webinar. Dad, could you send me another screenshot because we want to know all the people that were on the training tonight. We have 1 minute. So
you're going to have to play around with that, maybe go to more.
Uh-oh. What happened here? We have someone that's unmuted. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. So the webinar's over. I want to stay on the line for anyone who has any questions. I know it's 9 o'clock if you need to leave, but raise your hand or send me a text if you have any questions or comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to call on a few. I'm going to call on a few people. So I guess I'm going to start with Steve Klein in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Good to hear your voice. What was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
Well, certainly your wonderful coverage of the 4 laws. All of them are good. I can't wait to hear the rest of them.
Oh, well, thank you. It's been blowing my mind, that's for sure. And how's it going?
No, good job, good coverage. I got a question for you. What were you talking about? I came in late, so the San Antonio meeting. There's something in San Antonio you said that we need to all come down to.
Yes, Challenge You. So Challenge You is kind of like STI reincarnated.
Okay, and that's when?
It's July 12th through the 14th.
No, January.
Okay.
I'm sorry, January. Thank you, Crystal. January 12th through the 14th.
That makes a difference.
Yeah. Yes, and Steve, the tickets are $99 tonight. Tomorrow they go up to $129. So if you can do it tonight, you're going to save $30. But mark your calendar for that, because it's an awesome event. We've gone the last 2 years, Steve, and it's got the same vibe as the old event that we know and love, but it's kind of revamped, reformatted, but still so cool. And it's cool that we're all working together again.
Where are they going to hold it?
It's at the La Quinta, downtown San Antonio. So you could stay at La Quinta. There's discounted rooms. It's actually very, like low price on the rooms for staying downtown. Okay. And all the info is there at challengeyouevents.com.
Okay.
And
awesome.
I want to see you there.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Sally from Washington. I just unmuted you, Sally. Are you there? Are you there, Sally? Okay, we may not have Sally. Welcome to the team, Sally. All right, let's go to Dad. Anyone else you think we should call on? Text me. I'm going to go to the man himself, Carlos Gomez. Carlos, what was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
It was amazing. I liked it all.
You liked it all. Anything in particular?
The laws are amazing. I can't wait to hear the rest of them. The first one got me right off the bat. The law of the mirror, and all the rest is following afterwards. So I can't wait to hear the rest and use all these great tools, in life and in his business, and help the team. It's just amazing. I can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Carlos. And I want to encourage you to get that book, my man. It's going to rock your world.
I will. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right. I want to say hi to Karen Stewart, but I don't know if we have her unmuted. Karen, are you on your phone? Because I know that you can't. Let's see what phone number. I'm not sure what phone number is Karen. 361-9734. Okay. I don't know how to talk to Karen Stewart. Let's go to Stephanie Giles from Utah. Stephanie, what was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight? I'm not able to unmute her. All right, let's go to Luis Sanchez. Luis Sanchez, what was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
There was a quote you said that was really good, and for the life of me, I don't remember exactly what it was. But you said something like, if you were already as good as you needed to be to become what you wanted to be, then you would be there already.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. What does it remind you of?
It reminded me, I was listening to an interview with Eric Worre earlier today.
Yeah.
And one of the people who he was interviewing said, if you want a six-figure income, you can't have 10-cent habits.
Ooh.
So that's kind of what it. Yeah. But
okay.
Yeah, I loved what you had to say about that.
Awesome. Thank you, Luis. And I'll post this at the end of the webinar. And here it is. If being who you are now could get you what you want, you'd already have it.
That's the one. That was an awesome quote.
Awesome. Thank you, Luis.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right. Let's go to, who else can we call on here? A lot of people have already left the call, but I'm going to try Claudia Zacharias in Poteet, Texas. I just unmuted you. What was the highlight for you, Claudia?
Pinocchio. She's the one who liked the most.
Oh, wait. It's this one. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. For me, it was Oh, do you know why you do what you do? Right?
Oh yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah, that got me thinking.
Got you thinking? We heard your
Yeah,
why.
it got me thinking. That I really want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing and have that strong conviction to just keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you added to your why since you told us earlier in the call?
I mean, I've always been one of those people that like to help other people, especially when it comes to health.
Uh-huh.
And that just drives me. And with the essentials and everything, I just feel like I have a big responsibility to share it.
Yes. I love it. Thank you, Claudia. Good to hear you on the webinar consistently. Keep up the great work.
We will.
Oh, I accidentally cut you off. Thank you, Claudia. All right, let's go to, let's see here. We have a caller that just joined from a 253 area code. I just unmuted you. What was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
Hi, my name is Sally, and I'm on the call. Finally,
hi,
I
Sally.
can get on my computer, and I'm brand new to USANA, so this is my first time.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the webinar. And were you able to hear the majority of it?
I wasn't able to access it on the website, so I finally asked for the help button on the top right, and I went there, and then it showed me under more that I could access it through the phone, so I did it that way.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the team. Welcome to USANA. We're excited that you decided to start your business with us. And tell us a little bit about you and what are you so excited about with your USANA business?
I'm excited because it's a personal mission. I caught a really bad type B flu last January, and I have been researching ways to feel better ever since because my immune system has gotten so low. I started catching everything under the moon, and that's not normally like me. And I was able to get my immune system tested, and it was at 20%. So I'd heard a lot about USANA, and Karen Stewart is my cousin, and so she shared it with me, and I thought that I would hop on the train and see if this would be what would help me, and in turn, if people could see I turned around my health, then it would be a good opportunity for me to help others.
Wow, that's so exciting. And have you been on the products before, or is this your first time?
I haven't even gotten my products yet.
Oh my gosh, you must be just dying to get them.
I am dying to get them. You bet I am. Yeah, I've just been reading and trying to, watch and read everything that I can get my hands on.
I totally hear you. Well, I can tell you just for me, from being on the products for the last 11 years, I feel better at age 36 than when I was in my early 20s. Not kidding. In my early 20s,
I believe you.
Yeah, in my early 20s, I had horrible allergies. I was literally sneezing all the time. Those people who sneeze 20 times in a row, that was me. I was taking Allegra, Zyrtec. Nothing would work. I even got allergy shots, found out I was allergic to everything. And it was going to be $1,200 a month if I wanted to get consistent allergy shots, which is like ridiculous.
Wow.
At that time, I was getting too old for my parents' insurance. When you're 25, it's like you don't have that anymore. And so thank goodness USANA came into my life at towards the end of my 25th year. And actually, I think I was just turned 26. And it's not a cure, but it's made my immune system so strong that I have not taken any allergy meds for 11 years.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. And I used to get the flu. I know what you mean by the flu because it was like debilitating. I'd be out for like 7 to 10 days, and it really affected me. And since I've been on the USANA products, particularly vitamin D, that's like the first couple years I would still get the flu on USANA, but when USANA came out with the standalone product of vitamin D, and I started taking 3 of those little vitamin D pills per day, plus my Cell Essentials and my Biomega, I've actually not had the flu now for, I believe, I can say for sure for like 4 years. I haven't had the flu.
Wow.
And it's like totally life-changing. whenever I do get flu-like symptoms, like I can feel it coming
Mm-hmm.
on, I double my vitamin D to like 6 a day, and then I get the Booster C product. Write this down: Booster C 600, and I take the Booster C 600 product, and that does it. That Booster C 600, I take 3 of those a day, and it literally kicks the cold to the curb, and I don't have the
Oh.
symptoms. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down.
So the Booster C 600 product, the thing about it is you have to buy it before you need it, you know,
Oh, okay.
because if you need it, it's too late. You have to wait for it to come to you in the mail and all that.
I know what it is you're talking about. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So definitely want to congratulate you on starting your business as well, because the USANA business model has completely changed mine and my wife's financial life. We no longer have any credit card debt or student loan debt. You know, we're in a wonderful position financially, and we're able to save, we're able to invest, we're able to give, and we couldn't do that without our USANA business. So, yep, it's a great thing to really, you know, go for, and you're in great hands with Karen Stewart. She's very well respected in the company.
Good to hear.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you, Sally. I hope you keep coming on our webinars. That's one of the keys to success. Be on every week.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right. I got to go to Justin Zacharias. Justin Zacharias, I want to hear from you. What was the highlight for you, Justin?
I'm sorry, what?
What was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Oh man, actually, right now, whatever you said to the girl that you were talking to right now.
Yeah.
Because right now I have a little coughing and sinus problem right now, so that's gonna help a lot.
Wow. Awesome. I'm glad you got
Yeah,
that.
but so I'm sorry, what?
What was the highlight for you on the webinar?
The highlight was, well, I like the fact about what you said of the mirror.
The what?
Because I liked whatever you said about the mirror thing. That if you have to see your own reflection as a successful reflection in order for you to be successful.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's very true, because if you show yourself and you look at yourself and you always think positive and think that, man, you're like, in other words, it's like the post that they post on Facebook about men versus women, how men look at themselves in the mirror and they look at themselves and they see that they're muscular, while women, they look at themselves and they see like they can be gorgeous and they look fat or whatever. And see, with men, whenever we look at ourselves that we have muscle on us, we're always positive. While women, they feel negative of themselves, that they always need to fix something because or just something, and they're already beautiful. So if we do put something like that into our everyday lives, as far as thinking positive about ourselves every single day, we'll reflect and view everything positive.
Yep. I love what you have to say, Justin. You're a natural born leader, my friend. I love how you talk. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man.
Thank you. And also, I've been reading up on the GoPro, so I'll let you know in person whenever I finish it, what I thought about it.
Can't wait. Thank you, bro.
All right. Thank you.
Go to Renee Martinez, Pleasanton, Texas. Renee, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm always here till the very end.
Awesome.
I can't get enough of it. Absolutely love this webinar, even though it's going to be a 3-part series. I know I'm going to be on all 3. I was already on the internet trying to find this book that you're talking about. It's not on YouTube yet because it's I guess a little too new. But
yes.
Definitely the highlight for me was that quote that caught Luis Sanchez's ear. That's amazing. I mean, it just makes you think of a lot of different things and different aspects and different lights. And another highlight for me is that so many of my team members are on webinars and talking, and Carlos Gomez and Jesse and Ryan Coy and Claudia and Justin and Tony. I mean, it's just like you said. I mean, the first year, 50% quit. Second year, 50% quit. Third year, and I'm not going to quit. So I'm just starting to get more excited and more excited about my years to come, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Well said, Renee. Thank you so much. Yes, and I'll repeat that quote. If being who you are now could get you what you want, you'd already have it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
All right. Final word goes to Randy and Viola Krebs, Executive Goal Directors out of Salt Lake City. What was the highlights for you?
You know, I think that John C. Maxwell has me like really spinning, because we've gone through a lot of trainings, but this one's really different. And being that we were on the webinar, that the Friday one, and we have access to it for the month of October, we have never had a mixer five in a row like that for the month of October. And so I really want to encourage the locals to come to my home, enjoy a mixer with guests, and then just get in on some of John C. Maxwell's trainings, some of those great leaders. So we do have limited access to this, and so we've already had one session, and the second one is going to be on Wednesday. So I'm excited about the whole process, and I think I'm just really excited to learn from John C. Maxwell.
Awesome. Thank you, Mom. And what was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
The highlight was, I think, the momentum that we're gaining with our team. I think that, I mean, we see the numbers increasing every Monday webinar that we have, and I love working with the giraffes. It's so much fun.
Well said. All the drafts are on this call.
That's right.
Awesome, Mom. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for all that you and Dad do. We love you. We appreciate you. And now we're going to unmute the lines, and everybody say good night and God bless.
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 Good night, God bless.
Good night and God bless.
No.
Get recording.
Daddy, baby.